What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map, and we find ourselves in the ghetto. In the ghetto! Yes, the ghetto, my friends. One of the older projects on the Desolation map is still not completed. I've been, chipping away at this thing for quite some time now. Okay, just chip. It never ends. It feels like it never will end, okay? But I'm doing everything I possibly can. Yes, that's a Christmas tree in the middle of nowhere. They always make fun of me for my Christmas tree, but, I'm the one laughing in December when I don't gotta build another one, okay? Anyway, today we're gonna be working on the ghetto, and I want to fill some more chests. We're making our way westward is basically what we're doing. It's manifest destiny, my friends. We are heading west so that we can fill up every chest in the west and rhyme all the time. And today my focus is on the Farsi projects. I want to fill some chests up in here. Now, if you are new to this channel or you don't know about the Farsi project, this is based on a project development in Brooklyn. I think it's in Brooklyn, and it's just a tiny miniature version of housing projects. And if you don't know what housing projects are, I mean, I can't explain everything to you. It's where the super low income live, and I think they get government subsidies. I'm not 100% sure, okay? But let's suffice it to say that we're in the ghetto. And I'm going to fill chests in the ghetto in this Farsi projects. The first thing I noticed is that I built this such a long time ago that I was in the habit long time ago of putting a lot of chests down everywhere. Just chest. Everywhere, chest. And I have to go through and eliminate some of those chests because, they cause lag a little bit, and I don't want someone to have to spend 3 hours to loot through the Farsi projects. I'm thinking about gameplay, right? And I'm thinking about, I don't want to have to, go into each apartment and open 17 chests. It's not good for gameplay. It's not good for lag. So I got rid of some of those. Then, of course, I'm going to put in the high ticket items first. And then I'm going to go in and filter through and just add a bunch of stuff. I don't think I'm even going to finish today. I'm going to try, but I don't think I'm going to finish because there's a lot of work to do. But, you sit back, relax, and watch me name some cool things. Maybe you'll get a kick out of some of the namings of some of the things. While I talk about what I came here to talk about. Today is Monday. You know what Monday means, guys? It's Create a Question of the Week time. The part of the series where I answer questions that you guys put in the comment section below. I did not get that many questions this week. I got some good ones. I got some questions that you would expect, right? And to those who are trying to predict which question I would ask, I decided to go in a new direction just to keep you guys on your toes. So I would appreciate it right now if you guys would think of a question to put in the comment section below for next week so that we got a lot of questions that we can choose from, because I didn't get that many this week and I was hoping to get more so that we had plenty to talk about. But I did get one that I thought was interesting. So we're going to get into it. Put your questions below now. All right, today's creative question of the week question comes from Easy. He says, Bean, if you could run your own business, what would it be about? Shout out to my brand Easy at easy_clothing_ on Instagram. Plus, if you do run your own business, what tips could you give the people? All right, thank you for that question, Easy. And shout outs to Instagram and his clothing company. He's got a clothing company that's, a little bit ghetto. Not ghetto in the bad sense, but ghetto in that it's like urban hip hop culture. So perfect question for a perfect build. Because in my mind, the Farsi projects is mostly African American. I don't know why. I'm basing it off of Brooklyn. Basically, that's how it is in Brooklyn. Okay, so I'm not stereotypical. I'm just being real. All right, so your own business, huh? Okay, for all you entrepreneurs out there. I'm not a businessman, although I sort of am. I have had my own business in the past, and I have sort of a business now. I'll talk about the past first. In the past, when I was younger, I was in college, and I saw the movie Boiler Room. And for those of you who don't know, I can't even explain it. Go watch it. It's a good movie. But I got this idea from Boiler Room where most of you probably weren't even born yet. I don't even know. But at the time, poker was huge. Basically, I got into poker before everyone got into it. So I was pretty good at poker, and all of a sudden it exploded on TV, and all of a sudden everybody was thought they were a poker professional, and I made a lot of money playing poker, okay, because people were new to the game. I had a few years experience on them, so I made a lot of money playing poker. I would also call myself semi-pro. I didn't quit my day job, but I was building a pretty big bankroll, and I had a lot of cash because of it. And I started to feel think to myself, this is fun, but there is an element of luck involved. And, once in a while I would lose, and it was generally not because I was less skilled than the other person. Almost every time it was because of luck. And I started to get emotional. It's really bad when you're so much more skilled than a person, and then they beat you, they take a lot of your money, and then they like gloat about it, even though they're dumb. They did something stupid and then got lucky and paid off. And this happens a lot in poker, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the swings, the variations. So I thought to myself, I need to make some money off of these people, okay, without risking anything. And that was my idea. So I decided to open up a casino. The statute of limitations is up on this, so I can talk about it freely. It was illegal, but I wasn't hurting it. No one was getting hurt, okay? I was providing a service for people. But basically what I did is I bought a casino poker table, a real poker table. I invested a lot of money into this. I got real chips, and I got real cards, and I learned how to deal, basically. I was self-taught. So, I went to casinos a lot, so I knew exactly how to deal. It was a matter of just doing it quickly. So basically I became the dealer. I became the house. And what we would do is we would play poker in my friend's garage. I cut them in on it. We went 3 ways, and basically we advertised to the college kids, come over, college kids, we got a casino in our home. And the college kids came in droves. Okay, a lot of them couldn't get into the casino, so they came to us, and we basically charged a little rake, a little fee to play, and we were making a lot of money like every week, like cash, like a lot of cash. And it was great. And this lasted for like 3 or 4 years, and we were just like, doing everything we could to just keep the game going, advertising all over the place on the internet, and it went really well. It went great, actually, until the day it died. And what happened was a guy came to this game, and everyone was buying in for $100, maybe $200. This was a no limit hold'em, 1-2 blinds, and this guy comes in and he would buy $400, and he was just such a unique personality. He was like the kind of guy who would just needle everybody and get under everyone's skin. And he was just really annoying. And that was part of his ploy, was to be annoying and to get people off their game. Also to have so much money on the table that, if he made a mistake, he'd just buy in for another $400. I didn't know where all this money was coming from. He was just a young college kid. Turns out, fast forward 15 or more than that, almost 20 years later, he's now a professional. I'm not going to say his name, but he's on TV all the time. Let's just say he's got a huge beard. He's like a celebrity now. He's got a World Series of poker. He's been in the final table. I don't know I thought he had a bracelet. He wins he's a millionaire. He wins tournaments. So basically what happened was a future pro joined the game and basically kicked everyone out, and the game just kind of died. So that's my poker story. That's what happened. But tips on that, definitely when you're starting your own business, you got to keep a few things in mind. First thing is the people going to your business have to be happy. They have to view this service as something that's an even exchange or better, or they're getting something good out of it. And with the poker business, we're offering something that they couldn't get anywhere else. A lot of home games is just some dudes in a kitchen table and whatever. But for our home game, it was still a home game, but it was professional. I was like a professional dealer. I kept the game moving. We had the chips were professional. We had the table was professional. We had the dealer, me, was professional. So it was basically like going to a casino, only you didn't have to be 21. Okay, and so that was what our package was. We offered something valuable to these people, and it wasn't all underage college kids. We had all sorts of ages of people, because not only were we offering a unique experience, but we were offering an experience that was you couldn't get anywhere else, really, because people chose to go to us over the casino because we charged less money. So it was a value thing to a lot of people. So when starting a business or going through a business, make sure that your value is there. Make sure that you're at a price point where people aren't feeling like they're being taken advantage of. That's a huge thing, because if people feel like you're one-upping them, if you're getting the best of them, they're never going to come back to your business. And repeat business is essential to any business. You have to have repeat business. If your business is just a person buying the thing once and then never coming back, then you're just constantly needing new support, and that's not going to happen. So make sure you're offering value. Make sure the customer feels satisfied after purchasing your product. That's definitely one of the biggest things, maybe probably the biggest thing. Next for the poker game was advertising. Advertising was huge for us. If people don't know about your product, how can they take advantage? How can they come? And advertising, the internet was a huge resource for us. For me, I did like a lot of internet advertising, even though it was kind of risky. You don't know who's going to show up, right, to your house, but it did pay off. We had no incidents, basically just one small incident over the course of 3 or 4 years, and it went all smoothly. So we were very lucky in that respect. And but you have to advertise. You have to get the word out there through. Today there's just so many more options. This is before Instagram. This is before Facebook. This was before I was advertising on MySpace. I'm not even joking. MySpace was how I kind of spread the word about it, and it was great. It worked because everyone was on MySpace. This is before Facebook. Maybe it had existed, but before people were on it. So everyone was on MySpace, so it worked. But now there's like so many multimedia things. Now you have to have an Instagram, a Snapchat, a Twitter, a Facebook. The list goes on. So it's not as easy now, but you can reach a lot of people because there's different avenues. But you do have to do more work. Back in the day, I just advertised in one place and people would come. So advertising is crucial. The next thing is growth. You have to be able to grow as a business. If you're doing the first two things right, then you are going to grow. And that's what we did in the poker business. Once we had so much cash, and then we started to have so many people, more people that we could sit. The table sits 10 people, and we have more than that each night. So what I did is I bought a second table. I invested the money earned from the business back into the business. That is essential for growth. You have to put the money back into the business in order to grow. And that's a thing that you absolutely must do. So yeah, you make your first $10,000, but you better put some of that back into the business. You can't go buy a $10,000 car. Okay, you have to put that money back in so that you can grow. And it's going to be a long, slow process. But if you're growing, then you're going to be constantly making money rather than making a huge chunk of money and then not. You know what I mean? So that is essential. I think those are the 3 biggest tips. Offer a good product. Offer what did I say? First, a good product with value. Advertise. Get the name out there, and then grow your business so that you can make more money into the future down the line. And I think what other tips I have. Do it with a smile on your face. No one wants to go to your business if you're grumpy. You have to kind of, even if you're not feeling good, you have to schmooze with the people. That's one of the things that was very important to me as a dealer. I made friends with people, even though I wouldn't make friends with them otherwise. I still made friends with them because they're paying customers. And I wanted to keep them happy. I wanted them to feel like when they came to our house to play poker, not only were they getting a great poker experience, but they were hanging out with friends. And so I would chat up with everybody and make sure I was friendly with everybody. I no beef, no drama with. Even if I deep down I didn't like the person, I still made friends with them so that they felt welcome. And it wasn't being fake. I just forced myself to see people differently, right? In real life, I probably wouldn't have made friends with them, but I forced myself to become friends with people I wouldn't ordinarily become friends with, and that helped me to expand as a person. And I truly did look past the faults of people and saw the good aspects of them. So in that way, owning a business or operating a business actually helped me to grow as a person. So that was really cool. That was a learning experience, and I learned a lot of other things from the business, and things about money management and how to reinvest. And I did make a lot of mistakes in that business, but of course you're going to make mistakes no matter what you do. So I've moved on now. I've got another business. Many of you know that I read tarot for on Etsy for people for money. So that's a very young business. I just started doing that, but I'm taking the elements that I've just talked about, and I'm applying them to this business. So hopefully it'll be successful, just like my poker business was. But the biggest, this is what I wanted to say. The biggest, you can go check me out on Etsy if you want to see what I'm doing over there. But the biggest tip I can give you easy is to make sure you love doing it. Your business is not going to be sustained if you don't love what you're doing. And if you're just doing it for money, your business is not going to prosper. It's not going to flourish. You're not going to grow. It's not going to work. You have to truly love doing it. And if you're doing it just for money, it's going to fail 100%. because it's a lot of work that you don't get paid for, a lot of stress, a lot of worry, a lot of time spent. And if you're doing all that just for money, you're not going to be able to sustain that over time. You're going to quit. But if you truly love doing it and you believe in what you're doing and you want to help people, then you're going to be able to get through those hard times without losing hope, without losing focus. So make sure you love doing it above all things. That's the number one tip for you guys if you're wanting to start your own business now or into the future. All right, guys, that is the creative question of the week. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out for that. Be sure to leave some questions in the comment section below so that we know what to talk about next week. I really do appreciate that as well. Be sure to like this video if you got something out of it. Please put any questions or comments in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I do these videos all the time. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.